Now, one of the segments that I want to have as part of each episode is a question of the week, a question that is submitted to me by a listener or follower or anybody watching on the YouTube channel. Question of the week. And with this, I want to address something, give people the opportunity to ask me a question based off things that I've done in the past, and then, or hopefully, or maybe a question that relates to what they're doing or trying to do or want to do. And maybe they just need a little help with it. And the question they ask can help other people. So I'm going to be encouraging everybody every week to do that. Now, I'm not an expert on business. I'm no Gary Vee. But I've been through a lot over the last 5 years, and I've learned a lot. A lot of stuff that I've done is something a lot of people are afraid to do. And I've done it firsthand. Dealt with it. Like I said, I'm no Gary Vee, but I'm more accessible. So be sure to first tag any of your friends who are themselves business owners or looking to get started and maybe going through some things, or they might be entertained, hopefully entertained and educated, informed on the stuff that I bring you. Also, submit your questions. Whatever platform you happen to be watching this on, send me a message, direct message. And you can also email me. Right now, you can use my Gmail, cjtrainme@gmail.com. Again, that's cjtrainme@gmail.com. So email me your question, and I hope to get a lot of them, really. And that's going to fuel me. So it may go from being a question of the week to a full episode. And maybe you or your friend could be a guest. So tag them. And yeah, so just to give you guys an idea of where I want to go with this podcast, the kind of content I want to bring, and topics I want to cover, I've thought of a question that I would want someone to ask me. And this will give you a lot of insight into what I'm currently going through right now with running a business. And so this week's question of the week, CJ, what is the biggest mistake? What do you think is the biggest mistake you've made over the last few years? And is it still affecting you? This is a great question. And I think I got to be candid. So the biggest mistake I made over the last few years, and it's more so when I opened up my own facility in April 2017, the biggest mistake I made was not scaling my business. So what does scaling a business mean? Just to, a short definition of it from my perspective is being able to putting things in place to grow the business or to allow the business to grow without it requiring much effort or maybe even less effort on my part. So what can I be doing? What can I be putting in place to where this business is going to grow and I don't have to work as hard? That's the goal with any business, right? You want to, as the business owner, you want to not have to do all the work. Like, what do they say? They say you want to work on the business and not work in the business. That's basically what scaling it means. For me, two things when it comes to scaling a business: raising the rates, which I should have done first year, second year, every year I should have been raising my rates and sticking to those rates. I failed to do that. Hiring help, because like I said, I fell in love with running the business, the marketing aspect of it. I needed help with running the classes, doing the day-to-day stuff, and running the classes and actually training people. I felt I had some experience with that over the last few years with bringing people in, but I didn't go full bore with it. I didn't go all in with it. One reason why is because, and the main reason why is because it leads back to the first thing: raising rates. Raising rates allows me to have a higher margin to where I can not only invest more into the business, maybe equipment and building things out or whatever, but hiring people and bringing people on. Because if I can't afford to bring people on, then I can't bring them on. Then I have to do the work. So raising rates and hiring people, those are the two biggest mistakes I made. Well, scaling the business, that was the mistake. They go hand in hand. And when it came to hiring people, I tried it. And because I tried it maybe too late, it didn't work out because my personality was so intertwined with the brand. And, because I didn't have the margins, I couldn't hire experienced help. Like it would have been great if I could have hired someone who was more experienced than I was. So I didn't have to worry about that part of the business. I can work on the business and not in it. So that was the biggest mistake I made. It should have happened. Like, I knew what needed to be done. I knew it had to be done, but I didn't do it and I didn't go all in with it. So is this still affecting me today? It is, because not scaling the business led to burnout. Meaning I had to do everything: running the classes, doing the behind the scenes work, the marketing, the emailing, the, taking in new clients, the sales, human resources, and I had to handle every aspect of the business. So that led to burnout. And what does burnout lead to? It leads to you not enjoying what you do and not having fun. And when you're not having fun in a business that you built or any job that you have, there's only one thing left to do.
You know what? I put it down here for a long time. I bring my own beats, write my own rhymes. Don't need another problems, I got my own grind. Probably got your baby mama on my phone line.